Hola and welcome to sunny Spain. Now it's Barnsley actually, and it's a changing face of Barnsley. So I drive past this every day, this place here. This is Harbour Hills Bridge, and Barnsley's having a facelift at the minute. So they've ripped all town centre up. Everything's been ripped out, and we're getting a brand new one. And I must say, they're making a really good job at the minute. So they've just finished library, they've done up round town hall, and it's looking mint. But because I drive past here every day, I keep seeing these piles, and and I just thought I'd just do a quick video showing you about these piles. So I'm gonna see if I can flick it round. There's nothing to flick this round. What a shame. So what we've got is here, we've got a piling machine here. So that screw thing, corkscrew thing, is going to screw into the ground, and it'll go down so far as they want it, however many meters they're going to go. And then you've got that just to the left, to the right of it, you've got like a pump, and that as your screw pile things coming out, that pumps concrete into it, and then it fills up the hole that's just been screwed, and that is your pile. Now if you look at into distance, or if you look at these ones here, that's just the other side of that. Now your piles are at the side of each other, so you've got different types of piles for waterproofing. So you've got things what's called a contiguous pile, and then you've got sequent piles. I think there's another one as well, so it's just like an ordinary pile that's just there for a ring beam or something. But so some are next to each other, which will allow water to come through. But I think that you see contiguous piles because they're like one after each other. But then your sequent piles would be a pile that were one next to each other in like a soft concrete, and then you'd have a pile that's drilled down middle of them two, and then you pump like a waterproof concrete in, or it might be all the way around, waterproof concrete in other, but then while it's still green, then you core it out and then put another one in, so you've got that's continuous one, so you've got a continuous line, and that's your waterproofing one. It's a bit since I did my waterproofing stuff, so but it's really interesting to watch them digging it out. So a few weeks ago, well, months ago, all that area there were one level, and we've seen these machines. They've got 3 or 4 of these like big sort of piling machines, and they were on top and they piled it up. But as I was saying, before that, what they did was they put loads of rubble and crushed rubble up on there, and tamped it down and tamped it down. You can see different levels, because this used to be well, years ago it was like a fake ice skating ring and a carpet warehouse that were on there. So they've raised all these ground levels, and then they've put these piles in. Now this is going to be multi-storey car park, and this block used to be Barnsley Market block. And what they've done is they've refigured it, and they've put shop units like here. So you've got shop units, individual shop units, all on front, all on side. You've got them all down front, and then down other side, and then indoor marketing in there. They've got a multi-storey car park to go in there. I don't know what's going to happen with this bit. I think this is going to be road in, so you're going to have a service road coming in, and then you'll go into your car park and then get access to town centre. It's exciting times for Barnsley, it is. You're going to put a pedestrian bridge that's going to go here from car park over, and then that, I think it's going to be round about here, over the railway line, and that's going to be straight into Arctic Centre. Or it might be there, it might go up there. So it's going to be one of these two sides. And I've been driving past, and I thought I'm going to have to do a video and just show what piling is, because for years when I was doing my waterproofing and stuff like that, and they were on about it, I know that they showed I saw diagrams and videos and things like that, but I'd never actually been on site and seen it because we do remedial work and retrofit. But I'd never really seen this side of it, so it was exciting for me to go. That's they're doing some filing there. I'll get a video. So it's a busy site, and in years to come, you'll be able to look back on this video and go, "This is what changing face of Barnsley." So this down here is where traffic used to go in and out of Barnsley. Now they've completely shut that, which was old railway bridge. Like I said, they're going to put a new modern bridge which is quite wide and for pedestrians, and apparently it's got like some kind of traverse thing or a cable car thing that can take disabled people across, or people with pushchairs. This used to be old SIAG building. Used to be glass. Used to make light bulbs. This here, this concrete wall. Apparently, it does. It lights up because I've seen it. So each individual thing lights up. So once all this gets used, another thing that's going to go here, there's going to be a bowling alley and pictures. So I think that's going to go on this bit at the side, and that also is exciting for a town like Barnsley, because even though we've got we've already got a pictures. What it's going to allow is the town centre is going to be used up to sort of 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night. Families going in, and I think there's going to be some restaurants and that. They've already got one next to the light box, which is that building there with light green on top, and there's a bar restaurant on side of it. I'm trying to think what they call it, something to do with kestrels, and it's lovely. So they've made a good job of that. So when families and that start coming to Barnsley, they'll be able to go at pictures. They'll be able to have a meal before. They'll be able to use bars. I mean, if you go in arcade, there's some really nice little boutique bars what's set up, rather than big pubs, like little boutique bars and eating places. And it's shaping Barnsley from a mining town into a modern town. It's going to be a modern town where what gets used by people that live here. Before, what used to happen, and what's still happening now, is that people will go to Wakefield to that cinema, or they'll go to Meadowhall for years. And when I first started going out, and when it was first built, I used to go to Crystal Peaks. So I used to go all the way over to Dronfield in my car. With birds on a Wednesdays, because it was only night that know what happening. So I'd meet a lass in town, and I said, "Do you want to go to fancy going to pictures?" That was my line. Fancy going to pictures Wednesday. So anyway, and the majority of them all used to say yeah, and I'd drive over there, and it was first 12 screen cinema thing for Barnsley. Now that's just gone. For some reason, it's just gone dark. And so that was first 12 screen, and then Meadowhall comes, so everybody goes there. Now money's going to get spent in Barnsley now by Barnsley people on a night, and it's going to be buzzing. So when weather's nice, even in winter, you're going to get families coming here to watch different films, and there's going to be more money spent. It's long overdue. It should have happened years and years ago. I mean, Barnsley Council wasted hundreds and hundreds of thousands, probably millions of taxpayers' money by commissioning, I think they called him Will Grigg. I don't know why I'm saying Will Grigg. No, Will Grigg got footballer, and he's on fire. No, it was Will Alsop. And Will Alsop had a vision that Barnsley were going to be like a Tuscan village, and all these architects, they put in their sort of visions of Barnsley, and I think there were three main architects that got to sort of elimination stage, and Will also won it, and I think they paid him something like £350,000 to redesign how Barnsley were going to be. none of that money got refunded. All that money was wasted. None of his blueprint has been taken into consideration at all. None, not one bit. So that was £350,000 that just went to Will Grigg. It was on fire. And what he said was that there were going to be lights that lit up Barnsley, and there were going to be a halo what you could see from motorway, and which would have been a good idea. Don't get me wrong, I think that would have been a good idea, because out like that, sort of, if you're driving up a motorway, I mean, I used to do miles years ago up north and that, and you see Angel at North. When I used to go to London, I'd be driving back up and I'd see it used to be two massive cooling towers at Meadowhall, and when you saw them, you knew you were sort of more or less home. That's gone now, but Sheffield's supposed to be having the Steel Man, which is another brilliant thing. They're on about having a massive statue of Steel Man. He's like thinking or whatever. Like, it looks a bit like the Thinker. Now that should have been, that was commissioned years and years ago, and I thought that was a brilliant idea, but it's not got off the ground. I don't know how close they are to doing it, but that's ideal. You want it up on an hill, something like that when you go past it, you know you're in Sheffield. When I see Angel at North, I know I'm up near Newcastle. So I think Barnsley should have something like that, and my idea was to have a massive winding gear, but you've got like your pit tops. I mean, I know we've got one at Barnsley Main, what they're doing up at a minute, and they're making like a mini museum. But I thought you should have had something like that, but bigger than Eiffel Tower, and that should have been over near Bretton Park. So when you're driving up, you'd see it from Bretton Park near motorway, and it'd be as big as Eiffel Tower. And then what you'd have like is you'd sort of have them cable cars, zip wires and things like that off it, and just stuff around it, a restaurant on top and things like that. So that was my vision of Barnsley, and when people went past that, they'd know that we were in Barnsley, even though Bretton Park is West Yorkshire. So this is going to make Barnsley great again. Plus we're going to get promoted to Premiership this year as well. Like, we have a brilliant team. I just thought I'd fetch you down. It's hottest day here, and this is Barnsley, so in years to come you'll be able to see work that's getting done. I don't know if they've been filming it with drones and things like that. They probably have been, but you've seen Damp Sam's vision and listened to cars going past, like a proper work day. So this is what's going to be all lit up. And I think they're going to duck train station up as well at some point. So, Damp Sam signing off on hottest day here. Enjoy yourself.